Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So the chapter opens. Maharaj Yudhisthira inquired from Narada Muni, "My Lord, O great sage, kindly explain how we who are staying at home without knowledge of the goal of life may also easily attain liberation according to the instructions of the Vedas." So there is something to speak here. Yudhisthira Maharaj is displaying great humility because previous Narada already told Yudhisthira that you should not feel in any way less than others, because Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, has accepted you as a family member. He has rendered service for you, acting as a messenger, and he has protected you and your family. So what happened was, Narada explained the whole story of Prahlad and Nisringa and Hiranyakashipu. So Narada was worried, maybe Yudhisthira feels a little down because hearing about the great Prahlad. So Narada said, no, you should not feel in any way inferior, because just see how Krishna deals with you and your family very intimately. So now Yudhisthira is great exalted devotee, and look how he presents himself. Without knowledge of the goal of life. So this is humility. This is how you present yourself before the spiritual master. Meek, humble, submissive, low, low, low. Not that, Gurudev, here I am to save the day. No. Meek and humble. Narada Muni replied, "My dear king, those who stay at home as householders must act to earn their livelihood. So, no laziness." Narada says Grihasthas have to act to earn their livelihood. What verse in Bhagavad Gita do you live by? Loudly. What does that mean, 8-7? That's code. Explain now. Think of me, and at the same time what? Do your prescribed duties. And instead of trying to enjoy the results of their work themselves, they should offer these results to Krishna Vasudeva. Everybody say, how to satisfy Vasudeva in this life can be perfectly understood through the association of great devotees of the Lord. So that is why Prabhupada created an international society. So wherever you go, the opportunity is there to associate with devotees. Why have I been doing this Namahat program since 1994? Exactly for this. I also want devotee association. I consider you devotees. Because if you're not a devotee, you won't stay for the program. But those who stay, I know they're devotees. And I want your association. So, this is Narada's first answer to Yudhisthira. You work? Yes, you have to work. And offer everything to Krishna. And how to do everything? Association of devotees. Now comes my favorite part of the whole chapter. This next statement by Narada is the reason why I do Namahat. This is the main reason. I'm giving you the secrets of success. Here is why, since February of 1994, I've been doing this Namahat movement. A Grihastha must associate again and again with saintly persons. So, associating with devotees again and again and again, more and more. And with great respect, hear the nectar of the activities of Krishna and his incarnations as they are described in Srimad Bhagavatam and other Puranas. So we want to hear about Krishna. That's why we come to Namahat, to hear about Krishna, Lord Chaitanya, Prabhupada. Thus, one should become gradually detached from affection for his wife and children, exactly like a man awakening from a dream. You've heard me say countless times, material existence is a dream. It's stated directly in Srimad Bhagavatam. Not just once, not twice, so many times it is stated, material existence is no different than the dream you have at night. And one day it will be revealed to you. Oh, it was a dream. Not to worry. What we're doing right now, this is not a dream. This is reality. This is not fake news. This is the highest truth. According to the second verse, this Bhagavat program is the highest truth which is distinguished from illusion for the welfare of all. It's not just for a very select group. It's for everyone. Whether you be Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Jew, atheist, doesn't matter. Bhagavatam is open to everyone. Only one thing required. Has nothing to do with money. Has nothing to do with your social status. Who is able to understand Bhagavatam? It's very clear. Paramo nirmatsaranam satam. You have to give up envy. You give up envy, you can penetrate Bhagavatam. You have envy of God, envy of God's devotees, envy of just anything, then Bhagavatam, no, stay out. But if you're free from envy, you can penetrate. Everybody chant the Maha Mantra. I will now read Prabhupada's victorious purport to this verse. This purport is outstanding. Sit properly. The Krishna consciousness movement has been established to give Grihasthas all over the world an opportunity to hear Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita specifically. The process, as described in many ways, is one of hearing and chanting. Srinvatang Svakata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana. Everyone especially Grihasthas, who are mudhadi. That was the word Yudhisthira used about himself in the question to Narada. Yudhisthira called himself mudhadi, meaning ignorant, foolish. That's how Yudhisthira presented himself, mudhadi. Ignorant about the goal of life. Grihasthas should be given opportunities to hear about Krishna. Simply by hearing, by attending lectures in the different centers of the Krishna consciousness movement, of which my Namahat group is also a branch, or a little bud, little something, where topics of Krishna from Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam are discussed. They will be purified of their sinful inclination for constant indulgence in illicit sex, meat eating, intoxication, and gambling, which have all become prominent in these modern days. Thus they can be raised to the status of light, status of light. There is a Vedic mantra, Tamasima Jyotirgama, come out of the darkness and into the light. Somebody wrote a brilliant song. I think it's on this new CD. Come out of the darkness and into the light. You know you're in Maya, so get up and fight and admit to yourself what you're doing ain't right. Surrender to Krishna with all of your might. Is that a great lyric? Notice I said surrender to Krishna. Simply by joining the kirtan, everybody, Hare, Hare, Krishna, Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare. And by hearing about Krishna from Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, one must become purified. So you're becoming purified when you come to these Namahat programs. Automatically, you're getting purified, unless you're falling asleep. But if you're awake, you're getting purified. Especially if he takes prasad. Are we going to take prasad? Very good. That's also purifying. This is all going on in the Krishna consciousness movement. Another specific description here is Srinvan Bhagavato Bhikshnam Avatara Katamritam. It is not because one has finished Bhagavad Gita, he should not hear it again. The word abhikshnam is very important. We should hear again and again. Just like I have read Krishna book many times. Now I've begun a project. I am recording Krishna book. I'm going to record the whole Krishna book, which will be on my website. Those of you who don't know, I have recorded Mahabharata. It's on my website. I have recorded the entire Ramayana. It's on my website. Now, within a year or so, because I'm on a roll. Once I get on a roll, I can't stop. So within a year, we will have Krishna book. The word is, we should hear again and again. There is no question of stopping. Even if one has read these topics many times, he should go on reading again and again, because Bhagavad Gita, the words spoken by Krishna and Krishna's devotees, are amritam, nectar. The more one drinks this amritam, the more he advances in eternal life. So you drink it through your ears. That's how you drink these classes. You drink through your ear. The human form of life is meant for liberation. But unfortunately, due to the influence of Kali Yuga, every day the Grihasthas are working hard like asses Early in the morning, they rise and travel even 100 miles away to earn bread. You have your boss, how far he has to drive. Huh? So how long a drive is that? How long? So, Prabhupada's right. Travel even 100 miles away to earn bread. Especially in Western countries, I have seen that people awaken at 5 o'clock to go to offices and factories to earn their livelihood. People in Calcutta and Bombay also do this every day. They work hard in the office or factory, and again they spend 3 or 4 hours in transportation returning home. Then they retire at 10 o'clock and again rise early in the morning to go to their offices and factories. This kind of hard labor is described in the Shastras as the life of the Vidbhujamye, stool eaters. Now he quotes from Rishabdev. Of all living entities who have accepted material bodies in this world, one who has been awarded the human form of life should not work hard day and night simply for sense gratification. So that was mentioned before. You earn your livelihood, but you also have to have time for your spiritual life. Balanced program. That's like nutritionists will say, you must have a balanced meal, right? Not just carbs, right? Protein, carbs, everything should be in balance. So your life should be in balance. Yes, you work hard, but every day there should be quality time for Krishna. Everybody chant the Maha Mantra. Prabhupada continues, one must find some time for hearing Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. You do it in the morning, right? Explain. Take the mic and explain. Take the mic and explain how you fulfill this instruction of Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. We do in the morning every day Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita. We read in the Association of Devotees. If anybody would like to join, we have 2 timings, morning 5:30 a.m. and 6:15 a.m. So you can join, we can send, please contact Nijadam Prabhu or me. We can actually connect you with the chart program. It's called chart, chapter a day. So you can finish Bhagavad Gita 1 chapter every day.
This is done on the
phone,
on the cell phone,
on conference call.
Very good. Yeah. Thank you. One must find some time for hearing Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. This is Vedic culture. One should work 8 hours at the most to earn his livelihood. And either in the afternoon or in the evening, a householder should associate with devotees to hear about the incarnations of Krishna and his activities, and thus be gradually liberated from the clutches of Maya. However, instead of finding time to hear about Krishna, the householders are working hard in the office and factory. They find time to go to a restaurant or to a club where instead of hearing about Krishna and his activities, they're very much pleased to hear about the political activities of demons. I wonder if Prabhupada was predicting something. The political activities of demons and non-devotees, and to enjoy sex, wine, women, and meat, and in this way waste their time. This is not Grihastha life. This is demoniac life. The Krishna consciousness movement, however, with its centers all over the world, gives such fallen and condemned persons an opportunity to hear about Krishna. Now, I already mentioned how everything is a dream. Look what Prabhupada says now. In a dream, we form a society of friendship and love. And when we awaken, we see that it has ceased to exist. Similarly, one's gross society, family, and love are also a dream. And this dream will be over as soon as one dies. Therefore, whether one is dreaming in a subtle way or a gross way, these dreams are all false and temporary. One's real business is to understand that one is soul. Everybody say, Aham Brahmasmi. And that one's activities should therefore be different. Then one can be happy. Brahma Bhuta Prasanatma Nashochati Nakangshati Samak Sardeshu Bhuteshu Mad Bhaktim Labate Param. One who is transcendentally situated at once realizes the supreme Brahman and becomes fully joyful. One never laments nor desires to have anything. One is equally disposed towards all living entities. In that state, one attains pure devotional service to Krishna. Finally, Prabhupada writes, one who is engaged in devotional service can very easily be liberated from the dream of materialist existence. So you want to wake up from the dream? Hear, chant, remember, pray, worship, serve Krishna. Everybody chant the Maha Mantra.